Hello St. Stephen's class of 2020. First, I want to say congratulations. You've officially started a new chapter in your life, and this can feel scary, overwhelming, exciting. But honestly, at the end of the day, I hope each and every one of you takes a moment to just sit and realize how awesome this achievement really is. I wish we could have met in person to celebrate this accomplishment. May was supposed to be a time of great celebration for you all, and I'm sure it still was, but at the risk of stating the obvious, it probably didn't happen exactly how you hoped it would. However, I wanted to do my part in trying to make this experience a little bit normal. I hope I can add to the sentiment of celebration. Your class is graduating in a tumultuous time. There's a lot of unknown and a lot yet to be resolved, but this is kind of the fantastic thing. No matter what it may feel like to you, try to find a way to stay hopeful, inspired, and motivated. Your class and your generation will be the ones that find creative solutions to all of these present-day problems. As you enter the real world, or the adult world, there will be times when you question how one person can really make a difference. Does what you're doing really matter? My answer to that is if there's one fool left to fight for it, even if you're the fool, then it still is worth it. And trust me, I've been the fool. In other words, hold tightly to what speaks to you and gets you excited to get up every day and be motivated about your job and your life. No matter what the world looks like, when you start college or your career, buy a house, get married, whatever it is, just have that determination and the courage to take the next step. When one's mind is really made up, it diminishes fear. Knowing what must be done completely does away with fear. Rosa Parks was a pretty wise woman, and I'd have to agree with her sentiment there. So a little bit about me. I was a forever Falcon. I graduated in 2010. I lived in Sarasota County till I left for college. I was definitely waiting for somewhere that made me feel as comfortable as St. Stephen's and my hometown did. For me, it was finding a pink bubble, as it's affectionately called by its alumni, Sweetbriar College in Virginia. And that pink bubble ended up feeling like a second home. After that, I pushed myself and I went to law school in Baltimore City. And today, I'm coming to you from rural Virginia at my home, where I now have my horse in my backyard, and I've achieved what I believe is my dream. When I look back at the past decade, I remember the good and the bad. And the constant is what I consider the theme that I chose for my life. I knew what made me happy, and I wanted to create a life that let me be happy and joyous every day. In college, I unfortunately lost my mom, but what losing her made me realize is that you can't afford to live any day without a little bit of joy. I know that this may make me seem like a little bit of an idealist, happy in my bubble, but I assure you I am well aware of the dim aspects of the world. I've just learned to put my energy and focus into what makes me happy and what brings me joy. And this isn't to say that I don't get sad. I'm still grieving. I still get incredibly stressed. I've just chosen to actively put my energy and focus into fostering what makes me happy. And for you, that could be as small as getting up in the morning, or drinking your favorite cup of coffee, walking your dog. It doesn't have to be something big. Just my biggest advice for you is that you continue to foster and find something that makes you incredibly happy. It could be big though. I mean, make your dreams huge. Go for the highest thing that you think that you're able to achieve. Push yourself. Be afraid of your goals, because fear is good. Embrace it. Because I promise you, whatever it is, whatever you're afraid of, your dreams are on the other side of that. But it's totally okay to not know right now. You can still be deciding, trust me. When I went to college, I was a philosophy and studio art double major. My dad loves to remind me of that, and how he teased me. What does a philosophy major do with their lives? What is a career after that? You go twirl a sign on the side of the road? Well, I eventually found law school. After I knew environmental law was a thing, I knew that's what I wanted to do, was try and save animals in the environment. But even in law school, I questioned myself. My first year was extremely difficult. I didn't know if this was for me, if I would succeed. 6 months out of law school, I was working for free because I wanted a job in the nonprofit world, and that's kind of how it's done. That was scary. Not passing the bar the first time was scary, but I kept at it because I eventually hit my stride. I found a small environmental firm that took a risk on me, and their biggest client ended up being my current employer, who also took a risk on an untested young attorney to be their in-house counsel. And I absolutely loved my job. It's completely a dream. I get to save horses for a living. I had the drive, I had the determination, and I finally found my dream job, and so the stars aligned. But it wasn't easy getting here. So whatever your situation, whatever you face in your future, just don't give up. You'll get there, I promise. And you'll be so happy when you do. So what does this all mean at the end of the day? What am I trying to get across to you? What I hope for you? I hope that you find your something, whatever it is. And it doesn't have to be your career. It could just be a passion. But whatever it is, I want you to find that one thing that really makes you happy, makes your life full, gives your life purpose. For me, it was horses, and I had to figure out how they were going to fit into my life. Turns out they're a passion and a career. For you, it could be sports, it could be math, it could be reading, it could be coffee, whatever it is. Just make sure that you hold on to that one thing that really makes you happy. At the end of the day, don't be afraid. Don't let fear keep you from being happy, from achieving your dreams. Push through the fear, embrace it, and I promise you, you will find everything you're looking for on the other side. So once again, congratulations. I'm definitely open to connecting with you. If you'd like, just reach out to Mrs. Poulin and she'll give you my email address. I wish you all the luck in the world. I know you can do it. Stay happy.